right, so here is the informative speech. There's 1, 2, and myself. So go ahead, Paul, whenever you're ready.
Welcome, good afternoon. My name is Paul Engstrand. I'm here to do an informative speech on the Green Bay Packers. First of all, I want to just ask, imagine that we're sitting in Lambeau Field, the home of the Packers, 70,000 plus fans, winter conditions, a wintry cold 20 below. The Packers are down 1 score, the ball's on the 1 yard line. A score takes the Packers to the very first Super Bowl. The ball is snapped, QB lunges forward into the end zone, touchdown, Packers win. This is just one of many great moments that have occurred over the years for the Green Bay Packers. The Packers Ball Club was founded in 1919. They joined the NFL in 1921. Over the past 93 years, the Packers won 13 championships, which is more than any NFL football team. The first 3 championships were won between 1929 and 1931. That was also before they set up a playoff. It was actually the best record in the league became NFL champions. Between 1933 and 1965, the Packers went on to win 7 more championships, but that was with the playoff format. And in 1966, the Packers played the championship game and went on to play in the very first Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was created as a big event for the AFL champion, NFL champion to play and be a world champion. So 1966, 1967, 1996, and 2010, the Packers won all those Super Bowls. And not to mention, 1997, the Packers lost the Super Bowl, but they did make an appearance. The Packers are the only publicly owned professional sports team. People bought stock back in 1950 for 25 cents a share. More recently, the Packers stock went on sale and it was at $250 a share. And basically, stock is sold just for stadium upgrades and seating. There really is no added perks to having a Packer stock other than just for bragging rights and to say that you're owner of a franchise football team. Many great players over the years have come and go through Green Bay. Curly Lambeau being one of the first great players. He played between 1919 and 1929. He also was a coach between 1921 and 1949 and was part of 6 of the Packers' 13 championships. Curly Lambeau's name also is what resides on the home of the Packers today, Lambeau Field. Vince Lombardi coached during the 1960s, and he won 5 NFL championships, including the first 2 Super Bowls, and Lombardi owns the honor today of the trophy that bears his name, the Lombardi Trophy. Bart Starr, who was Lombardi's quarterback between 1956 and 1971, Bart won Super Bowl MVP honors, 5 NFL championships. He also coached the Packers between 1975 and 1983, but had little success. Brett Favre, probably the more well-known of the Packers, he took the Packers to their first Super Bowl win in 30 years. Brett also is a 3-time MVP, and he owns most of all major NFL passing records, the main one being most wins by a quarterback. Brett did lose some of his popularity in Green Bay by retiring and unretiring the late part of his career, and he did end up finishing his career with the Packers' rival, the Minnesota Vikings. Reggie White was another player during Favre's era in Green Bay. He was one of the first big free agents to ever occur in the NFL. Reggie played, and he was a major contributor in the defense to the Packers' 1996 victory. And Reggie also held the NFL sack record for many years till it was just broken many years ago. Current Packers that are out there today, the 2010 championship team, there's 3 main players that have a lot of popularity: Aaron Rodgers, Charles Woodson, and Clay Matthews. Rodgers out of the group probably is the most popular. We're owning a Super Bowl MVP and league MVP honors over the last couple years. In conclusion, I want to thank you for coming. I hope you've learned a little more about Packers history, and if you ever get a chance to go to Lambeau Field and experience the game, I would definitely recommend it. Thank you.
And here we go. Take a bow.